Hello friends, welcome back to Speak Smart English, the channel where we make English learning fun, easy, and full of real-life stories. If you are someone who loves to learn English through inspiring stories, then you are in the right place. Today, we are going to explore the powerful life story of Mahatma Gandhi, a man who changed the world without violence, without weapons, only with truth and courage. And as we go through his journey, from childhood to freedom fighter, you'll also learn natural spoken English, sentence structures, and storytelling phrases that will help you speak confidently. So, stay with us till the end, because this video is not just a lesson, it's an experience. Let's begin the journey of a true legend, Mahatma Gandhi. Let me take you back, not just in time, but into the soul of a story that shaped a nation. The year was 1869. The place, a small coastal town called Porbandar, in the western Indian state of Gujarat. There, on 2nd October, a baby boy was born in a modest yet respected Hindu family of the Modh Bania community. No one could have imagined then that this tiny child, wrapped in quiet innocence, would one day rise to shake the very foundations of the British Empire without ever lifting a sword. His name, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, but you and I, we remember him as Mahatma, the great soul. Mohandas' father, Karamchand Gandhi, was the Diwan of Porbandar. He was a man of deep integrity and stern discipline. A decision maker, honest to the core, yet reserved in expression. His mother, Putlibai, was the heartbeat of the household. She was deeply spiritual, often fasting, praying, and attending to the needs of saints and guests. She believed in truth, kindness, and self-sacrifice. These values flowed into young Mohandas like silent rivers shaping a mountain. It was from her that he learned truthfulness, self-restraint, and devotion without expectation. As a boy, Mohandas was not extraordinary in studies. In fact, he was shy, soft-spoken, and often afraid of the dark. He rarely played like other boys. Instead, he watched. He observed. He felt. His world was filled with silence, the kind that listens, not escapes, but even in that silence, something was growing. Something powerful. He went to Alfred High School in Rajkot, where his father had later become Diwan. At just 13 years old, Mohandas was married to a girl of the same age, Kasturba. The marriage was arranged, as was tradition. Mohandas didn't fully understand what it meant to be married. He was still discovering who he was. But he loved her, though immaturely at first. Over time, Kasturba would become not only his wife but his greatest companion through every storm of life. After finishing his basic education in India, Mohandas Gandhi took a big step that would change his life forever. At the age of 18, with hopes and dreams in his heart, he travelled across the seas to the great city of London in 1888. This was a strange and new world for him, cold weather, different customs, and people who spoke English fluently and confidently. For a shy, quiet boy from a small town, this was both exciting and terrifying. But Mohandas had a strong promise to keep. He vowed to his mother that he would not give up his values. He would not eat meat, drink wine, or break his commitment to truth and purity. In London, Mohandas enrolled at the prestigious Inner Temple to study law. He worked hard to understand British laws and customs, but he also faced many challenges. These difficulties made him stronger. He learned how to speak English better and how to stand his ground to fit in. He even started wearing Western-style suits, but deep inside, his heart beat for India and its people. He read many books about philosophy, religion, and politics. He studied the works of Henry David Thoreau and Leo Tolstoy, who inspired him to believe in nonviolence and civil rights. Mohandas also began practicing vegetarianism strictly and meditated daily to keep his mind calm and focused. He learned that strength does not come from physical power alone, but from the strength of the mind and spirit. After 3 years, in 1891, Mohandas returned to India as a qualified barrister. After returning from London in 1891, Mohandas Gandhi hoped to build a successful career as a lawyer in India, but reality was disappointing. He struggled to find work. He was shy in court, nervous while speaking, and could not make a strong impression. Then, in 1893, something unexpected happened. A Muslim business firm in South Africa called Dada Abdullah Co. offered him a one-year contract to help with a legal case. And just like that, Gandhi boarded a ship to Durban, South Africa, not knowing that this journey would change everything. South Africa was very different from India or London. It was not just a foreign land, it was a land full of racism, injustice, and humiliation. Indians living there were treated as inferior, called names like coolies, and forced to carry special ID cards called passes. They had no voting rights. They couldn't walk freely. They couldn't even ride in first-class train compartments. One cold night, Gandhi booked a first-class train ticket from Durban to Pretoria. He was wearing a smart suit, carried legal documents, and had paid the full fare. He looked like a gentleman. He was a gentleman. But when a white passenger saw him in the first-class coach, he was furious. He complained to the railway staff, and soon a conductor arrived. "You are not allowed in here. Go to the van compartment." Gandhi calmly replied, "I have a valid ticket. I will not leave this seat." The conductor didn't care. Two men came in, pulled him out, and threw him off the train at Pietermaritzburg station. That night, in the freezing cold, Gandhi sat on the platform, shocked, shivering, humiliated, but he didn't cry, he didn't run away. Instead, he thought, should I go back to India? Should I accept this insult? Or should I fight? That night, a lawyer became a leader. Gandhi decided to stay in South Africa and fight against racial discrimination, not with violence, but with truth and courage. He started organizing Indian communities, giving speeches, writing articles, and peacefully resisting injustice. He taught people to protest without hate, to fight without fists. This idea, satyagraha, or truth force, was born in South Africa. After spending 21 years in South Africa, Gandhi returned to India in 1915. He was no longer just Mohandas Gandhi, he had become a symbol of resistance, a spiritual fighter, and a leader of the people. When Mahatma Gandhi returned to India in 1915, after 21 years in South Africa, he was already famous. But instead of jumping into politics, he chose silence. First, I must understand my own country, he said. He started traveling across villages, by foot and by train, meeting farmers, students, and workers. He listened more than he spoke. Gandhi dressed in simple khadi cloth, lived in an ashram, and ate plain food. He believed that true leadership means living like the people you serve. His first major movement began in Champaran, Bihar, where poor farmers were forced to grow indigo instead of food. They were beaten, cheated, and silenced. Gandhi visited the area, met the farmers, and refused to leave until justice was served. The British tried to arrest him, but Gandhi remained calm. Thousands gathered in support. The British finally gave in. It was a peaceful victory, a satyagraha, and Gandhi's first success on Indian soil. India was burning. The British had massacred innocent people at Jallianwala Bagh in 1919. Hundreds died. Thousands were wounded. Gandhi, heartbroken and angry, launched the non-cooperation movement in 1920. He urged Indians to point stop buying British goods, point leave government jobs, point boycott schools and titles. For the first time, millions of people stood united peacefully. In 1930, Gandhi began one of his most iconic protests, the Salt March. The British had taxed common salt. Gandhi decided to break the law without violence. He walked 240 miles from Sabarmati Ashram to Dandi, collecting salt from the sea. In front of thousands, it was a quiet act of defiance. But it shook the empire. Gandhi had become a global icon. World newspapers called him the saint with a spine and half-naked fakir who defies an empire. He attended the Round Table Conference in London in 1931. Though the talks failed, Gandhi had already won the world's heart. The 1930s and 40s were stormy. The British arrested Gandhi again and again. In 1942, Gandhi launched the final major movement, Quit India movement. He said one sentence that became history: do or die. Thousands of people went to jail. Many were beaten. But no one stopped. The movement shook the British rule from its roots. During this time, Gandhi's health weakened. Kasturba, his beloved wife, passed away in jail in 1944. Gandhi sat beside her, heartbroken, but silent. Even in pain, he kept teaching love over violence. And this wasn't just the story of a man, it was the story of courage without weapons, truth without fear, and change without violence. From the dusty lanes of Porbandar to the heart of the freedom movement, Mahatma Gandhi proved that one soul, deeply committed to truth, can move an entire nation and inspire the whole world. Glowing star, his life teaches us this simple truth: you don't need power to be powerful, you need purpose. Direct it, and that purpose, is inside you. Whether you are learning English or learning how to live better, let Gandhi's story guide you. Let it remind you that small steps taken with honesty can lead to big changes. Now it's your turn. Did this story move you? Did you learn something meaningful today? Then don't let it stop here. Share this lesson with someone who needs courage. Like this video if it made you feel something. Subscribe to Speak Smart English, where we learn English through the stories that changed the world. And tell me in the comments, which lesson from Gandhi's life will you carry forward in your journey? Because your words can inspire someone else today. Speech balloon. Remember, be the change you wish to see in the world. Mahatma Gandhi, thank you for watching. Keep learning, keep growing, and as always, speak smart. Live inspired.